is an old murder ballad called The Long Black Veil. 10 years ago, on a cold dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall light. There were a few at the scene, but they all agree that the slayer who ran, he looked a lot like me. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night wind waves. Nobody knows, no, nobody sees, nobody knows what me. The judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. Well, I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night wind waves. Nobody knows, no, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Well, the scaffold is high, eternity near. She stood in the crowd and she shed not a tear. Well, sometimes at night, when a cold wind moans in a long black veil, she cries on my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night wind waves. Nobody knows, no, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, no, nobody sees, nobody Thank you very much. Little old-time country for you. Try. This one's called The One Great Mystery. Figure out on a highway, wandering through my darkest hour night, when I was haunted by a gray and ghostly light. I had thoughts triggered by the last day, when I nearly gave up the fight. I was way down till my restless soul took flight. I had questions unanswered and unresolved. I was fractured and broken in pieces, a puzzle no one else could seem to solve. Weathered by life's ocean, drowning with my fate and destiny. I was swallowed by the one great mystery. I was lost and tethered to emotion. My own eyes would not let me see all the beauty right in front of me. I had questions unanswered and unresolved. I was fractured and broken in pieces, a puzzle no one else could seem to solve. Everything good falls out of my sight, and all I can do is lean towards the light. Oh, 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 lean toward the light. Still have questions unanswered and unresolved. I'm still fractured and missing some pieces, a puzzle no one will ever fully solve. Life, living in the moment. I am light, driving out the dark. I am hope, rising from deep within your heart. I am hope, rising from deep within your heart. Thank you. wrote this song a few years back when I used to work for a company back in Buffalo, New York that made small countertop kitchen appliances. Some of our stuff was made for QVC. And needless to say, our products weren't made very well. And they had a high fail rate. And unfortunately, I was one of 3 people who worked in the customer service department. So on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, from 8:30 to 5:30 p.m., I used to field telephone calls from disgruntled QVC customers who had no idea why their newly arrived electronic pressure cooker did not work straight out of the box. I never had a good answer for them because it's almost impossible to troubleshoot a piece of crap. Well, one fine Friday afternoon, as I was driving home from work, as I got off the exit ramp towards home, I ended up singing out loud what became the first line of the song, because I realized there comes a point in your life where you have to stop for a moment, take a deep breath, change your harmonica because it's in the wrong key. There we go. I'll continue the story in a second. There we go. Take a deep breath and reassess the downward spiral that your life might be currently on. This might involve a good hard look in the mirror, or a good stiff drink, or maybe just simply asking yourself the question, how do I get through these days? How do I get through these days with your love in my heart and a smile on my face? That's how I get through these days. When the hard times take their toll, from the top of my head to the depth of my soul, when I feel like I must roll, like the big wheel of chance that will carry me home. How do I get through these days? How do I get through these days with a song on my lips, anytime, any place? That's how I get through these days. When the hard rains never cease and my mind's in a place that will never know peace, oh, the pain will always teach a lesson that's never too far out of reach. And how do I get through these nights? How do I get through these nights with a dream in my head as I turn out the light? That's how I get through these nights. Time when you must ask yourself the question, turn in the direction you know you must go. There comes a time when you must leave those things behind you, the things that just remind you and bind you to the stone. How do I get through these years? How do I get through these years with the sound of your voice whispering sweet in my ear? That's how I get through these years. Thank you. Madeline, I don't think I'll ever be the same without you here. You took my name, you took my heart, and then you took my fear, and all my pain disappeared. Now loneliness will come round like a shadow across my door, and the lines around my eyes stare back at me like roads upon a map that I have traveled so far down that I don't even recognize myself anymore. Madeline, you know I still hear the whistle of that train pulling away. You're chasing pain through the bright lights of the city with no shame. Don't let the flame disappear. Now don't you come unraveled, you're much stronger than I am. But the tears roll down your cheeks onto the place you rest your head. Travel so far down into a place where you will recognize yourself once again. Now Madeline, I wish the days would pass and you would come back home to stay at last. 'Cause we're not any younger, but I know I'd still fall underneath the spell you cast. Do-do-do, 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 Madeline, oh, just to hear your name gives me a thrill I can't contain. My heart is full just to see you step off of that train into my world once again. Now here's to hoping lonely days won't come round here no more, 'cause your love's come back to chase away those shadows from my door. Light streams from the eyes across my pillowcase. I recognize myself. I recognize myself once again. Sweet Maid Lane, Sweet Maid Lane, Sweet Maid Lane, Sweet Maid Lane. Thank you very much. So for those of you just joining us, my name is Davey O. I'm a songwriter from Buffalo, New York. I'm on a little tour right now. Tomorrow's the last date of my tour. I'm playing in a town called Ellicottville, New York, tomorrow afternoon, which is about an hour from Buffalo. And that'll be my last date. I started out Thursday in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, and yesterday I was in Roanoke, Virginia, and I'm here today. And thank you all for coming out and supporting local establishments like this that have live music. And thank you for supporting this local venue. If you like what you're listening to tonight, you can support me in a couple of ways. You could throw something in the tip jar, or you can Venmo me a tip at Davey O Songwriter, or you can buy one of my CDs. They're $10 each, or three for $25. If you don't listen to CDs and you want to buy them, they make a wonderful set of coasters for your home. So if you don't listen to music that way. That wasn't very funny, was it? Okay, I'll stop now. I'd like to do a song I wrote for my father. My dad passed away in 2010, and he was one of the hardest working men I've ever met in my life. And he grew up on an onion farm in a little town called Elba, New York, which is between Buffalo and Rochester, New York. And when he was in 8th grade, he quit school so he could help his family by working out on the farm. He was one of 10 children. When he was old enough to do so, he joined the Navy and served in World War II. When he got out of the Navy after the war was over, he went to a wedding in Buffalo, and he met the woman that became his wife and mother of 4 children, of which I'm the youngest. And when they moved to Buffalo, my dad couldn't get his working papers in order for being a union bricklayer, so he did what he had to do to keep a roof over our head and food on the table. He took a job as a janitor at a bakery. And for 25 years, he worked there without fail. He never called in sick. He never used car trouble as an excuse if his car wouldn't start in the morning. He would walk to work or take my bicycle to work for his 4 a.m. shift or get a coworker to come pick him up. And from that example, he instilled an incredible work ethic in all 4 of us. Told us often, if you want anything in life, you got to get up off your rear end and go out and work for it, and I'm glad he did that. But I don't think he cared what we did for a living, as long as we were able to provide for ourselves, and as long as we showed up on time for what we were asked to do the job correctly, with honesty and integrity and accountability for mistakes. I think if you do all those things every single day, the work gets done. Broken down, rust-belt man, broken skin on his calloused hands. Blast furnace burning like a midday sun. Oh, but every single day the work gets done. Every single day the work gets done. Cold black dirt mixing with sweat. Well, his eyes and his lungs don't hurt just yet. And the steel flows like a molten lava run. Oh, but every single day the work gets done. Every single day the work gets done. missed a day in a 20-year span. So he passed it on down to his daughters and sons. Oh, tell him every single day the work gets done. 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 Thank you very much. I got one more song to do for you. And then Rock Creek is going to come up here and play for you at 8 o'clock. I wrote this song about my little hometown. I grew up in outside of Buffalo. My hijinks of being a 14-year-old boy and going roller skating drunk. This is called Texaco Sign. Thanks for hanging out tonight. My name's Davey O. And thank you to everybody here at the MoonShadow Cafe in Sully for the gig, and Mackie for the great mix tonight out on sound. Friday night underneath the Texaco sign, had your number in my hand and a pocket full of dimes. I could feel my heart racing as my finger touched the dial. On that Friday night underneath the Texaco sign. Friday night underneath the Texaco sign, I thought I found true love in that telephone line. Was it me who was talking, or the moon's farm wine? On that Friday night underneath the Texaco sign. Oh, I used to meet you just before dark, in the shadow of the hill of Griffith Street Park, or at the roller rink behind the mall, out in the tall, tall grass that always broke our fall. Friday night underneath the Texaco sign, I pledged a love so strong that it would be undying. I never saw the heartbreak with which I would collide. On that Friday night underneath the Texaco sign. Friday night underneath the Texaco sign. There's a train in the distance, I can hear it crying. Or is it just my heart longing for those times? All those Friday nights underneath the Texaco sign. All those Friday nights underneath the Texaco sign. Texaco sign. Texaco side. Texaco side. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Rock Creek Revival will be right up. My name is Davey O. I'm from Buffalo, New York. It's been a pleasure to play for you tonight.